Hi, I'm Sumaru and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I was going to build a mausoleum, but I didn't want to do it in Forgotten Hollow. So, because I kind of felt like that's like everybody builds their like graveyards and things in Forgotten Hollow. So, as I went on my search to look for a world where I could place my graveyard, I stumbled upon this monstrosity of a house, and all the horrible flashbacks came like pouring back to me. It was I don't know, like this was worse than finding out that we had no toilets in Dalsall Valley's mansions. Like, rich Sims don't need to pee. Apparently, wizards don't need to use the back door. So, yeah, I then decided to renovate this house. So, I know that it's another renovation. I did one like 2 days ago, but that's okay. That's okay. I really hope that you enjoy this build, but it is quite a long one, so let's jump into it. So when I started renovating this house, I was very positive at first. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this is going to be fun, this is going to be okay. And then I got to the roof and I started to doubt myself. I was like, what am I doing? Why did I decide to do this build today of all days? Like, honestly, I ended up really liking it though. I only struggled kind of like twice during this build. Firstly, it was, as I mentioned, the roofing, and then trying to get the initial vibe when it came to the furnishing of this house. That was kind of a headache. I struggled with that when we get to the lounge area, but in the end it kind of worked out. There's no TV in this house, which I'm completely fine with. I feel like you don't really need a television, but I do place a computer, because computers, you can't really do anything in The Sims without one. I know that you have your phone, but the computers, they just, like, I don't know, they're more convenient and they kind of look better. So there I removed that horrible little doorless thing. I don't even know. That led to like absolutely nowhere. Now, that little balcony thing. So I decided to put a lot of circular areas into this build. I quite liked the shape that it gave. Well, the initial structure of the house, it kind of really forms it and changes it, and it just makes it look a lot better. I also changed the one part that used to be roofing. I changed that to a balcony. I think it just makes more sense. It just looks better overall in this house. I also changed the one side of the house to circles as well, to like circular walls. That turns into a bathroom, and then the downstairs will be like the dining area. I also quite like the way that looked. So yeah, I'm just expanding the house as well. It made more sense with the roof. The roof like really irritated me. Nothing aligned. I think that was one of the biggest issues with this house. So yeah, I was just like, no. So yeah, I'm changing those parts of the house to the circular walls. I then just add a floor trim, because circular rooms, they really glitch, especially if you stack them on top of each other. There's like a weird gaps in the walls. It's very glitchy. It's very glitchy. It's so irritating. But yet they look so good. So you just need to have them. I changed these stairs here. Initially I just had them as like a black wood. I changed them to like that greenish black marble. I used it in my previous build, that I did like 2 days ago, which was also a renovation. I promise I'm gonna stop with the renovations. I don't know. I wasn't even planning on doing like a renovation, as I mentioned. This just happened. I felt inspired. And sometimes you just need to act upon that. And I'm glad that I did. This world, out of all of the worlds in The Sims 4, it's bad. It's pretty bad. Like the builds, it's probably some of the worst. Like it's even worse than Strangerville, and Strangerville used to be my least favorite. Not that the builds necessarily is like bad in Strangerville. Like they're bad. Don't get me wrong, but they just empty. Like I think they would have been better if they just like filled them up a bit more and also didn't copy like the base game house and then just place that as our starter home. So that's kind of sad, but now I'm moving indoors. As you see that I place like a platform. I then decided to add also the marble stairs in there so that you have kind of 2 staircases to go up there. I didn't know how to finish that part. I think I just added like chairs and 2 plants. I don't even show myself like decorating it. 4 years and me, like especially when it's so big, I just like struggle. I don't know. But only in The Sims 4, surprisingly. In like previous Sims games, I was actually quite good, but I think we had more options for like foyer type of things. In The Sims 4, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't really vibe with anything. Now I'm also just placing some doors down, adding some extra windows where I didn't really place any windows. So I'm finishing kind of the outside of the house now. I like the way that it looked from the front. I'm also glad that I didn't use those framed windows everywhere and I kind of like mixed them up with the normal plain windows from this pack. I felt like this pack lended itself pretty well to this build lended itself pretty well to the windows that actually came with the pack and the doors and all of that, which I really wanted to achieve, so I was quite proud about that. I really like the kind of style that we have that they gave us with Realm of Magic, this Baroque kind of style. It's one of my favorite like art eras, so I kind of really enjoyed playing around with it. I won't really say that my decoration is very Baroque, but that's okay. Like, we don't care. The house itself is kind of like inspired, like loosely based and loosely inspired, but that is The Sims. The Sims is like loosely based upon real life, so I don't really try to mimic it. I just build what I enjoy and what I think. Yeah, basically I just build what I enjoy. I love building in The Sims, so, and I want to like change, so I'm like basically updating the world. I want to, when I have my Let's Play, so that it's at least there are some decent lots placed down in this world. I'm kind of like very OCD about that. I can't really enjoy myself in the game when certain parts of the world isn't like really nice. I don't know. It's an issue. It's an issue. And it's only a Sims 4 issue. I think it's because we have such limited lots in each world that I don't know. Like, I kind of feel like it's possible to change everything. And I've done it many times. Except Newcrest. I am attempting to build Newcrest for the first time. I don't know. I just kind of, with Newcrest again, it's like a thing of, oh my god, there's like nothing. And then I just don't want to build them. I am enjoying it though, now, with my like building of Newcrest. My neck is kind of sore. But yeah, this is not a Newcrest build, so I don't know why I'm talking about Newcrest. I use a lot of the plants, like I reuse them like a lot in this build. Like that flower pot from what do you call it? Paranormal Pack, like I use that a lot. So yeah, you kind of like saw that there was like a skip, and then there was like the carpets and the couch. So that's what I meant with I kind of like struggled. I struggled there with the foyer area, and I struggled with the lounge area. So yeah, I just kind of skipped a part until I felt that I was comfortable. Now, this is my favorite part about this entire living area, was placing these curtains and kind of making them fold around, the sheer black curtains. I think it looks so beautiful. It looks like they kind of opened them at the one side a little bit more than the other side. I think it's very aesthetic. It's beautiful. So yeah, they are just decided I'm going to use that plant again, even though it is in the same room. I will change the vase, and that's fine. That plant just works the best. We need more of those. I love the big pot. I love the little leaves that goes everywhere. It just looks so good, so I just had to use it. Now, on this bookshelf, I just fill it up a bit more. I didn't go as in detail as what I did with... what I do with all of my other, like, bookcases, but I was running out of time. Like, this build had to finish. Needs to go onto YouTube. So yeah, I was just like, okay, we just fill it up a bit. It looks nice. Add a plant. Let's continue in this house, because I was very slow. Like, I think at this point it's been like an hour and a half, and I was like, this entire build was supposed to be an hour and a half, but no. This build took me 3 hours. I procrastinated. I enjoyed myself though. Like, this was so fun. When I got to my videos that I had to edit, I honestly thought that I had like 5 30-minute videos, but no, there was 10. It was insane. I sat here and I went to my partner. I was like, oh my god, like, JC, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Sorry, I swore. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need a build. I'm gonna be so late. So yeah, it was hectic. It was intense. Now, I did kind of the same thing in this bedroom, except I covered the entire wall with that sheer curtain. I really liked the way that it looked. It just added like some volume to the house. I wanted to keep it like kind of like a piece off of the wall, but then it was like, no, I'm just gonna cover the entire wall. But we are in the bedroom now. I really like this purple color, so I kind of worked with that. This is a 3-bedroom house, but I only decorate 2. One of the bedrooms I turned into like an office, but it was initially supposed to be a bedroom. It's a lot larger than the spare bedroom, but this one has a balcony, so I'm okay with it. Once I realized that, I was like, okay, no, I'm not gonna go back. I'm not gonna go change this around, and I'm okay with it. I'm completely fine with that. One of them can have a smaller bedroom. It's okay. It's fine. I don't even know if the people that actually live here, if they like dating. I never play with like these NPCs. I would just see them around the world. Like, I like to create my own Sims, so I'm actually really not sure if they are dating or not. But there's love rooms, so they at least have that. And now I am just painting the rest of the house. I'm adding some floor trim where I missed some floor trim by these stairs, and then I move over to the bathrooms. I love bathrooms. I've mentioned that before. If you are new to my channel, I love bathrooms. I love decorating bathrooms. I love bathrooms in real life. I love bathing, like bathing, what the fuck. And I love I don't know, I love aesthetic bathrooms, so that's what I was going for. This entire house is like kind of Slytherin based, so yeah, well, Slytherin inspired, and I quite like that. I think I got the vibe across from that. So, and it has to be like a little bit spooky, so it is dark, it is Halloween. I mean, and these are witches, these are sorceresses, I don't even know. They're witches, and they deserve this. They deserve a beautiful, beautiful manor. So yeah, now I'm going over to the main bathroom. This bathroom is so beautiful, and I love the way that it came out. I placed a corner bath. I think it was like appropriate. I never get to use it because my bathrooms tend to be, even though they're elaborate, they're either like small or like weirdly like placed or like things like that. So I was quite excited that I was able to use this corner like bath. I used a lot of pillars in the bathrooms as well. It just seemed appropriate. Yeah, I made like a kind of a shower, and then I just added a mirror. I think it looked so cool. And yeah, then the sink, I know it's like kind of off-placed off of like one side of the window, but I don't mind. I was okay with it. And then I just added a mirror like right next to it. But again, I think that's fine. I think it looks okay. I used this painting of this man twice, but it's okay. You can look at him twice. It's my favorite vampire. And also know that I'm using a lot of vampire paintings, but Realm of Magic really didn't give us a lot. And I didn't want to use all those like weird herby things and stuff like that. Like it wasn't the vibe that I was going for. So this little landing, it's very basic. Use the same plants again. I think I used this hanging plant in like every room. Like literally every room, but it's okay. It adds. We need more hanging plants. Like, I know we have that one from Paranormal Pack, but that one just isn't the vibe. Like, not at all. It's too low, and I'm using like the medium wall height. So yeah, we needed a little bit of volume, guys. My neck is so sore, so I'm so sorry for like moving around a lot. I have been sitting in front of this computer for a while. Like, a while. It is insane. So, I think I'm moving outside now. I just added some plants on the balconies, and then I moved the house a little bit. Like, I move it a bit on the lot. I make it more center. I also wanted the pathway to go around the opposite side of the house, so I kind of had to move it. But then I changed my mind, and then there's no pathway that goes around the house. It's only at front, and yeah, I think it looks good. I went with this like circular thing, and then I know that little pathway, it's so baby tiny, but it's the Sims. Like, why give us these elaborate, like, driveways and we can't even use it? Like, it's insane. Like, I hate it. They do it in, like, so many packs, and it's infuriating. Like, honestly. Like, yeah, it looks good, but we can't put anything there when you actually build it, and then it looks like poo. Like, honestly. But I think I worked around it, and I think it looks good at the end. So yeah, it's tiny because it has to connect. That's kind of my point where to get at it. It needs to connect, so it had to be tiny. I do a lot of painting, like terrain painting. I like to lay out my paths and things like that before I place my plants. Sometimes I do it the opposite way around, but it's very rare. So yeah, I'm going around, I'm just adding like big round bushes. The landscaping is very basic in this one. It's formal but kind of informal. You will see what I mean. So I then also just go around putting those ferns. I don't know. Maybe they're ferns or not. Fikey, I don't even know. And then like yellow daisies. And as you can see, I'm just trying to like make it look like organized a bit more, but also not. So and then go around just adding tiny daisies. I think that works really nice. So I liked it. And at the front where they kind of connect, I hated the way that path looks, so I just put those planters there. I think it breaks it up quite well. And now I'm just extending my, like, the terrain paint that I did. I also noticed that, looks kind of a bit plain, so I wanted to put some statues all around. I didn't put a lot, but I think this, like the ones that I placed, like really adds, and that was I was going for. And I mean, what is a big matter without statues in the garden? Now I'm also just adding like a little bit of a seating space at the outside with some planters. I mean, you need some activities when you actually play in the house. I know that we are magical beings, but you still need to learn stuff. Like, The Sims wants you to know all the things. All the things. I'm going around now just making the wall place, and let's quick jump to the game. Okay, here we are back in the game. As you can see, the house looks very different. It's got the same vibes, but it's different. And better. A lot better. In my opinion. I might be alone on that, but yeah. So this is our floor plan. As you see, the foyer kept it very very plain. Sorry about that. I really didn't know what to put there. And this beautiful little sitting area. Oh, she's busy playing piano, it seems. And oh, just look at these curtains. Like, this is one of the best things that came with that free kit. And the fact that you can just combine it with this is the best thing ever. Like, we need more of these railing and curtain combos. Like, it's so good. There's just a little toilet that I also kept out of the Speedbuild. It's just basic and plain, and it's not necessary. Our large kitchen area. I imagine that the previous owners didn't have they didn't cook. They had a cook. They had someone come in and they cooked. So that's why I kept it kind of stone, kind of old-fashioned-y. So I quite liked that. Our dining area. I also really like all the stairs and platforms that I used in this build. Here's our floor plan. It's this, well, the shape of the house is the same except for the circular areas, but I changed the floor plan up a lot. The upstairs floor plan. And then my favorite bathroom. The way too large library study, but it's okay. This beautiful bedroom that probably could have been a little bit bigger, but that's fine as well. And then this stunning bathroom, main bedroom. Oh, I put the chandeliers in off camera. I also thought that we don't really need to see it. The video is long as it is. And then a chess table, because what is The Sims without a chess table? Okay, so we've reached the end of this video. And I forgot to mention, we added a back door. I think that in upon itself is an achievement that the previous house could never. And on that note, I think this is a good place to end it. So I'm gonna say goodbye. If you like this, please like and subscribe. I post daily, so I hope to see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.